If you're implementing an idea God gave you, don't think small. Instead, think significance. That's what leaped off the page as I read one of my favorite passages in the Bible. Listen to it. One day, the widow of one of the Lord's prophets said to Elisha, "You know that before my husband died, he was a follower of yours and a worshiper of the Lord. But he owed a man some money, and now that man is on his way to take my 2 sons as his slaves." "Maybe there's something I can do to help," Elisha said. "What do you have in your house?" "Sir, I have nothing but a small bottle of olive oil." Elisha told her, "Ask your neighbors for their empty jars, and after you've borrowed as many as you can, go home and shut the door behind you and your sons. Then begin filling the jars with oil and set each one aside as you fill it." That was from 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 1 through 4 from the Contemporary English Version. Finish reading the passage when you have time, but here's the long story shortened. A widow received an idea inspired by God, and when she considered the working materials, she thought small. She said, "I have nothing but a small bottle of olive oil." And that's exactly what happens when our response to a God-inspired idea is, "This won't work. It doesn't compare to what others are doing. It can't generate the cash flow I need, or it won't capture any market share in this industry." It's all small thinking. But Elisha shared an encouraging alternative. When he heard about the same bottle of olive oil the widow thought was small, he said, "Ask your neighbors for their empty jars. And after you've borrowed as many as you can, go home and shut the door behind you and your sons. Then begin filling the jars with oil and set each one aside as you fill it." While the woman was focused on the size of the oil bottle, Elisha saw the opportunity for God to intervene miraculously. So here's what I'm really saying. Instead of thinking small, think significance. Think, "I have everything I need to do something amazing." In other words, don't limit yourself when you're connected to God, who's limitless. And that's my prayer for you. I bless you to see everything God inspires as significant, not small, in 2026. Bless you to remove all boundaries and think boundless. Don't think about what's in your bag. Think about who has your back. And if God is behind what you're doing, it will be significant, not small. And he will give you everything you need for it to accomplish what he desires. Be encouraged, friends. And if this message inspired you, like and share it with others, and let's get the word out. 2026 is the year to stop thinking small and start thinking significance. Listen, I love you. I love your obedience more, and I love what God is up to in and through you the most. And he's not done bringing his best out of the idea that he gave you. So until I see you again, let him take great care of you by shifting your thinking from small to significance.